Njoki Shege is our sign language interpreter. 9 dead and over 400 injured. It was meant to be a day of remembrance, a symbolic anniversary marking 1 year since Kenya's Gen Z rose to demand for justice, accountability and good governance. But instead, it ended in bloodshed. Across the country, what started as peaceful demonstrations mutated into daily chaos. Police opened fire and protesters were felled. When all was said and done, 9 people lay dead and over 400 others are nursing injuries. And tonight, the nation is once again forced to reckon with the deadly cost of dissent. Mary Moke begins our coverage tonight with the following story.
It began not with war cries, but with the sound of sirens. Across Kenya's cities and towns, the heartbeat of a defiant generation thundered once again. Gen Z, a movement born of frustration, stood shoulder to shoulder to mark the anniversary of their cry for justice. But what began as a peaceful protest quickly degenerated into a familiar nightmare. In Nairobi's Central Business District, the air was thick with tear gas and tension as protesters clashed with riot police. Makeshift clinics sprang up on sidewalks. County medical teams, flanked by volunteers from the Kenya Medical Association, treated the wounded in triage tents set up to offer medical care for the protesters.
Meno yote hapa kuna shimo hapa.
Pigwa risasi hapa, yeye alikuwa amekaa akigojea gari ya kwenda Kangware. So askari akasema naua, kapiga risasi hapa, risasi mbili, moja hapa na nyingine kwa mkono.
By 10 a.m. the ambulances had already begun arriving at Kenyatta National Hospital, bringing men and women with bullet wounds, deep cuts and shattered bones. One young lady was shot through the jaw around GPO, was barely conscious. Another, too weak to speak, clutched a bloodied placard.
Jamaa ananiambia kuna demo ameshutiwa amepelekwa Jamia Mosque. Sasa nikamuuliza anakaa jamaa amevaa aje? Akaniambia amevaa t-shirt ya white.
Kenya Medical Association and Beyond the Stethoscope have organized a field hospital for the maandamano. This field hospital is supposed to receive and treat injured patients in the maandamano and refer those who need a referral.
Elsewhere at the Jamia Mosque, the Kenya Red Cross worked through a steady stream of injured youth, triaging and transferring the most critical to hospitals.
We've been seeing casualties on the go. I wouldn't put a number right now. We are handling casualties and is charging them on the ground. As you see behind me, we have 2 tents. One is for registration, and then 2 tents, a yellow tent to manage superficial injuries, and a red tent to handle now casualties who have bigger injuries or injuries that will need to be supported on ground and then referred to hospital.
And then a pattern dark and familiar began to form. In Olkalau, citizens stormed a police station, venting their rage directed on the officers. In retaliation, police opened fire. The story was the same in Molo, Matu and Imali, where attempts to breach stations turned deadly. 2 protesters were killed in Matu, 2 more in Wote, even as the busy Nairobi-Mombasa highway was blocked for hours, paralyzed by chaos. By dusk, 9 young lives lay dead across 7 counties, gunned down by police. The numbers released by the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights indicates that 1 person was shot dead in Nairobi. Kenya Power has confirmed that the dead is their security guard who was posted at their Stima Plaza headquarters. 2 were also shot dead in Matu in Machakos County, 2 in Emali in Makueni County, 1 in Molo, while in Kiambu, 1 protester was fatally shot. The same fate befalling another protester in Uasin Gishu County. Over 400 casualties have been reported, including demonstrators, police officers and journalists. Majority of them were treated and discharged. 83 of them were referred for specialized treatment, 8 with gunshot wounds. KNCHR further adds that at least 61 protesters have been detained at different police stations countrywide. As the sun sets on a country still reckoning with its past, hundreds of protesters go home limping and nursing soft tissue injuries, some from bullets, others from the sheer crash of a movement hemmed in by batons and barricades. Mary Mwoki, Citizen TV.